How do you feel about green ice cream?
Love it. Pistachio.
Okay. Yeah, well, I am going to put some pistachios on the top, but I'm also going to use these beauties to make a lovely avocado and coconut ice cream. So let's give it a shot, shall we?
That's a lovely combination, though. Like, as a flavour combination, beautiful.
Yeah. So if you wouldn't mind just having them and pitting them for me.
Yeah.
And we're going to do, this is so easy, honestly. Just pop it all into a food processor. So we're going to scoop out our avocados straight in here. You know there's only 2 fruits that have fat in them? Do you know what they are, Mike?
Avocado. And let me think.
Think about who you're standing next to. What do I use all
olives.
the time? Yay! Yes, avocado and olives, and they have a lot in common. High in monounsaturated fats, so those are really super healthy fats. So this is actually a good for you ice cream.
Of course it is.
It is.
Of course it is.
But avocado also has folate and other B group vitamins. It's got fibre. It's just, you know, this is such a nutritious, delicious, creamy food, and we so often just use it in savoury stuff, but, you know, I think it works.
Yeah, I mean, avocado, sweet, savoury, you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
It's just delicious.
I think I still think of them as a real decadence because in Scotland, we did get them. I remember my mum used to serve them for dinner parties, and you can tell this was the 70s. It was the old, you know, prawns and half an avocado with the cocktail sauce. Mary Rose sauce, my mum called it. But yeah, it was like a real decadence to have avocados. I think they must have been expensive. So in goes my can of coconut milk. I've got a touch of vanilla extract. You could use the real, like a vanilla pod if you like. Some maple syrup, my 2 favourite sweeteners, because they're natural, they're minimally processed, and that's maple syrup and honey.
Yeah, I love maple. I love honey as well. Both of them, they're great sweeteners.
Beautiful, and it gives that lovely flavour. I'm going to add a pinch of salt, which might be surprising, but it's kind of that, I guess maybe everyone's accustomed to salted caramel. A pinch of salt just brings out the lovely flavour.
Salt just adds to everything. It brings out the flavour. Like, whether it's sweet, whether it's desserts, a pinch of salt should be in everything. Yeah. Everything. Everything.
I love my extra virgin olive oil, you love your salt. Just some lime juice, which sort of cuts through some of that sweetness. And then we're going to blend this and have a taste, because you might want to add more lime, you might want to add a little bit more sweetness. You can make this to your taste. Lid goes on. Okay, I think that will do it.
If you have an ice cream machine at home, could you do it straight in an ice cream machine?
You sure could. You sure could. I don't, which is why I'm doing it, doing it this way. I'm just going to check it. Yum. Yum. I could eat it just like that. That's the perfect sweetness for me. If you prefer it sweeter, pop a little bit more maple in. So if you like a little bit more lime, then pop a little more lime in. So just do your adjustments now. But that, to me, is pretty perfect.
It's beautiful consistency.
So pour it in. And yeah, the beauty of the ice cream makers, of course, are they do a little bit of the stirring for you. What we're going to do here is just pop it into the freezer. But for the first couple of hours, just give it a stir, maybe once or twice during that time, just to make sure that you don't have any ice crystals forming, that it's staying nice and smooth.
Beautiful, Jo.
So then the other little trick I learned is to use some Glad wrap and just pop that over the top and seal it right onto the surface, and that just helps to stop any ice being created on the top. Then the lid. So this is going to go into the freezer. It'll probably take 4 to 6 hours, but certainly for that first couple of hours, I'm just going to have a little look and give it a stir just to check it isn't icing up. So I've taken this out a good half hour or so before, because you just want to let it soften up a little bit, not so much that it's, of course, turning into slurry. And I've got a nice hot scoop here, so I'm going to scoop out.
Oh, look at that.
Into my nice little ice cream sundae.
Can't believe that's avocado and coconut. Do you know what I mean?
Avocado and coconut. A little bit of sweetness added with our maple syrup. Ooh. And then, you know what? Do whatever toppings you like. I like, going on my green theme, just sort of roughly chop some pistachios. But you could put some swirls of dark chocolate would be really nice on here.
Yeah.
Whatever sort of toppings you like. A little topping of the chopped pistachios.
I love that.
Not buttery, but creamy. Deliciousness.
Pass me a spoon, mate. Come on. This is exactly what it says on the tin. It's avocado ice cream. Like,
Yeah.
yum. Really good. Avocado
Really
first
creamy.
flavour, coconut milk the second. It's delicious.
So this was my solution to the brief. Creamy, buttery. I left out the buttery, but I definitely hit the creamy.
She did good.